double-doubles in losses. I mean, I think the other day I saw a statistic, this would have been prior to this loss, that there were something like 15 and 31 when she gets a double-double. You over 15 games under 500 when she gets a double-double. Y'all out here celebrating this? I'd be embarrassed as a mother bleeper. I'd be embarrassed as hell. And of course, Angel Reese last night.
Angel Reese has returned to action following a back injury that kept her sidelined, though the specific timing of when this injury occurred remains unclear. Her comeback has reignited discussions about the Chicago Sky's controversial practice of celebrating individual achievements during team defeats. The organization continues its pattern of highlighting Reese's double-double performances even when the team loses games. Statistical analysis shows the Sky held a record of approximately 15-31 in contests where Reese recorded double-doubles, indicating they win fewer than half of these games. This practice has drawn criticism from observers who question celebrating individual stats amid team failure.
And of course, Angel Reese last night, she was deep in her bag. Woo-wee! I mean, brought a backpack with her, put it down, started reaching in it, and pulling out the whiffs. Let me tell you, yikes. So, the Chicago Sky, and we'll look at some fan reaction because, woo-wee, y'all had some things to say. Board Barbie strikes again. Me bounds. Me bounds, we bounds. All right. Yeah. Nothing like trade.
During a recent loss to the Phoenix Mercury, Reese posted 15 points and 20 rebounds with 4 assists. Her shooting efficiency showed some improvement compared to earlier performances, though concerns persist about her overall impact on team success. The performance included 12 total rebounds with 8 coming on the offensive end, highlighting her rebounding prowess while raising questions about missed shot opportunities. Teammate Camila Cardoso contributed 15 points and 7 rebounds in the defeat, though observers note she appears increasingly frustrated with the team's direction and overall situation in Chicago. The dynamic between players seems strained as losses continue to mount.
Yeah. Nothing like trademarking something you stole from somebody else. Just saying. I mean, nobody ever brings that up, that it was some dude on TikTok that actually came up with that. How the hell is he not suing? That's what I want to know. How you not going to sue? So, 15 points, 20 rebounds, 4 assists. In a big old juicy loss to the Phoenix Mercury and DeWanna Bonner. Somehow.
Video footage from the game revealed several problematic possessions, including turnovers directly to defenders and questionable decision-making in crucial moments. These plays exemplify the disconnect between individual statistics and team effectiveness that has characterized the Sky's season. Fan reactions on social media reflected widespread frustration with the organization's priorities. Comments criticized the focus on individual achievements while ignoring team failures. Many pointed out the contradiction between celebrating personal milestones and accumulating losses, with some suggesting the approach represents a participation trophy mentality.
Somehow DeWanna Bonner, there was a DeWanna Bonner sighting. DeWanna Goner. She's goner. She likes to give up on teams when she don't want to play there no more. So, Angel Reese last night, look, her field goal percentage has gotten some better. All right. 15 points, 12 boards, 8 offensive rebounds. We know what that means. The
rebounding nickname associated with Reese has drawn additional scrutiny, with some noting it originated from social media creators rather than being an original creation. Questions about proper attribution and trademark issues surrounding the phrase have emerged in online discussions. Statistical tracking indicates Reese ranks among the most blocked players in the league, raising concerns about shot selection and offensive efficiency. Her tendency to force attempts in traffic contributes to both her rebounding opportunities and turnover problems. The Mercury victory featured contributions from veteran players who have shown inconsistent commitment to previous teams.
That means, yikes. Camila Cardoso, bless her heart, get out of there, Cardoso. Just get out of Chicago. 15 points, 7 boards. She looks like she is in all kinds of hell on a daily basis. Camilla just looks like life is over for her. And I mean, who could blame her? Seriously. So let's go over here. Brick Center posted this. Angel was deep in her bag.
This contrast highlighted the Sky's struggles to develop consistent team chemistry and competitive spirit across their roster. Coach Tyler Marsh's visible frustration during games, including incidents involving clipboard throwing and confrontations with officials, suggest internal pressure regarding team performance and individual player management. These outbursts may reflect deeper organizational tensions about priorities and expectations. The decision to release Kennedy Carter earlier in the season continues generating debate about team construction and priorities. Carter's offensive capabilities could address current scoring needs, though questions remain about whether personnel decisions were based on basketball considerations or other factors affecting shot distribution.
Angel was deep in her bag last night, and let's just check it out right here. Calling for the ball. I don't know if she threw any fits last night. By the way, somebody put up that she's the most blocked player in the WNBA. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I don't know why it jumps like that, but let's just see if we can get back. Oh, oh, no.
The pattern of emphasizing individual achievements while struggling as a team creates a disconnect between marketing efforts and competitive results. Player of the game designations during losses appear contradictory to traditional competitive standards and team-first mentalities. Cardoso's apparent distress and desire to leave the organization reflects broader concerns about team culture and direction. Her visible frustration suggests systemic issues beyond individual player relationships or performance concerns. The offensive system's reliance on Reese's individual production appears to come at the expense of overall team effectiveness.
Oh, no. But good. Yikes. Oh, she's working in. All right. With the, I'm gonna go behind the back pass to air, to air. Seriously. Let's just go back. Let's go back. Let's do it one more time. Right here. All right. She driving in and
While her rebounding numbers remain impressive, the correlation between her statistical success and team victories suggests potential strategic imbalances. Social media criticism has intensified around the organization's communication strategy, particularly posts celebrating individual performances after defeats. Fans question the messaging priorities and whether such content reflects appropriate competitive standards. The broader implications extend beyond individual games to organizational philosophy and fan engagement. The emphasis on personal achievements during team struggles creates confusion about actual goals and success metrics for the franchise.
Here, all right. She driving in and here we go. Driving, overpowering. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Here she is right here, and oh, she threw the ball right to the freaking defender. Is that right? Right to the freaking defender? Is that what happened? Let's just.
Carter's departure removed a reliable scoring option that the current roster construction cannot adequately replace. Her offensive production and experience could have provided stability during Reese's injury absence and subsequent return to action. The coaching staff's management of player roles and expectations appears inconsistent, contributing to on-court confusion and strategic ineffectiveness. Clear hierarchy and role definition could address some performance issues currently plaguing the team. Fan sentiment suggests growing disconnect between organizational messaging and competitive reality.
Governors, but the WNBA didn't even give it to the Board of Governors. They just ignored it. And then someone from Connecticut came in and were like, no, we want it in Hartford. We want it in Hartford so that we want a team in Connecticut. And they matched the offer of the Boston party. They matched the offer to bring the game to Hartford. And then the WNBA also said no to that. So the WNBA, the reason why they're saying
The celebration of individual statistics during team failures undermines credibility and creates confusion about actual priorities and standards. The Mercury's veteran leadership provided a stark contrast to Chicago's internal dynamics, demonstrating how experienced players can impact team performance regardless of individual statistical contributions. This comparison highlights developmental gaps in the Sky's current approach. Looking forward, the organization faces decisions about balancing individual player development with team success requirements. The current approach appears unsustainable given fan reaction and competitive results throughout the season.
WNBA also said no to that. So the WNBA, the reason why they're saying no to Hartford is that they want to make money from every time a team relocates, even if it's moving 20 minutes down the road. So they said they're based on their rules, you need a relocation fee if you're moving further than, I think, whatever the distance is that you have to move further. I think it's 75 miles. Hartford's in that distance, and they're just tossing aside their own rules to refuse the Connecticut Sun to move and become the Connecticut Sun. The
situation represents a broader challenge in modern basketball about individual achievement versus team success, particularly in leagues where statistical tracking and social media presence can overshadow traditional competitive measures and winning priorities. The Women's National Basketball Association faces significant controversy surrounding the Connecticut Sun franchise ownership situation, potentially leading to legal challenges from multiple parties. The dispute involves various stakeholders including the Mohegan Sun Tribe, Connecticut state officials, and prospective buyers from Boston, all of whom may pursue litigation against the league. The controversy began when the Connecticut Sun reached a preliminary agreement worth $325 million to sell the franchise to a partial owner of the Boston Celtics. This transaction would have resulted in the team's relocation to Boston.
They won't even have to move to another place in Connecticut because apparently, because Hartford didn't apply for the expansion. Why did Hartford not apply for the expansion? Because why would they apply for the expansion? There's already a team 20 minutes down the road. So yeah, basically that's it. The WNBA are trying to force NBA owners into buying teams. If you're not an NBA owner, they will not allow you to buy a team. And that's not coming from the owners, that is literally coming from the league itself.
However, the WNBA administration bypassed the standard approval process through the Board of Governors and rejected the proposal outright without proper consideration. Subsequently, Connecticut interests emerged with a competing offer that matched the Boston proposal's $325 million valuation. This alternative arrangement would have relocated the team to Hartford while maintaining its presence within Connecticut. The league also dismissed this proposal, creating additional complications. The WNBA's rationale for rejecting the Hartford relocation centers on financial regulations regarding franchise moves.
It's not coming from the owners, that is literally coming from the league itself. That they will not, and with Boston, they're basically trying to get the new Celtics owner to buy a team. So they're trying to make it so that only NBA owners can buy teams. So it's like, it's not even that, oh, we want billionaires in. It's like, no, this billionaire is not good enough. You have to be an NBA billionaire. So if you are, they're going to probably try to push out the Aces owner. And that's the thing when it comes to the WNBA. Like, the
league rules require relocation fees when teams move beyond a specific distance threshold, reportedly around 75 miles. Hartford falls within this distance requirement, yet the organization appears to be disregarding its own established guidelines to prevent the Connecticut-based relocation. The situation becomes more complex when considering Hartford's absence from the league's expansion application process. Hartford officials chose not to pursue expansion opportunities since an existing franchise already operated approximately 20 minutes away, making a second Connecticut team impractical from a market perspective. Evidence suggests the WNBA is implementing an unofficial policy favoring NBA ownership groups over other qualified buyers.
Okay, like the Mohegan Sun Tribe bought a franchise that was failing, and they were the first ever profitable WNBA team, the Connecticut Sun. And after them being the first profitable one, the Aces, who got bought out by a non-NBA owner, became the first real WNBA team with real facilities and like first high-class WNBA team. And it seems like a lot of people that saved the league are being pushed out of the league. But
The league appears to be pressuring non-NBA owners out of the organization while encouraging NBA-affiliated investors to acquire franchises. This approach goes beyond simply requiring wealthy ownership, instead specifically targeting billionaires with existing NBA connections. The Boston deal exemplifies this strategy, as the league seemingly hoped to attract the new Celtics ownership group into WNBA investment. This selective approach may eventually target other successful non-NBA owners, including the Las Vegas Aces ownership, despite their contributions to league development. Historical context makes this situation particularly troubling.
Pushed out of the league. But let's take a listen to this.
The WNBA is trying to take our team away. So let's talk about what's really going on with the Connecticut Sun. There's been a lot of talk this summer about the tribe, the Mohegan tribe, selling the team somewhere else. And it seemed like it was a done deal that they were going to Boston, when in reality, that was never a done deal at all. In fact, the tribe
It was never a done deal. I think they did. I have to say, I think they did.
The Mohegan Sun tribe purchased a struggling franchise and transformed the Connecticut Sun into the first profitable WNBA team. Following their success, the Las Vegas Aces, also owned by non-NBA interests, became the first franchise to establish truly professional facilities and elevated standards throughout the league. Both organizations saved the WNBA during difficult periods, yet now face pressure from league administration. Connecticut's chief fiscal officer has spoken publicly about the controversy, emphasizing the state's commitment to retaining the franchise.
They did essentially leak it. They did leak it. And to be fair, like this isn't nobody. This is literally the current comp. I don't know what the comptroller. I don't know what a comptroller is, but he's the current comptroller, the chief fiscal guardian of the state of Connecticut. Okay, so he's a pretty big deal.
wants to keep the team here in Connecticut. And there is, by all reports, a big offer on the table to match the Boston offer at $325 million to
As Connecticut's primary financial guardian, he represents significant governmental interest in resolving this dispute favorably for the state and Hartford specifically. The official confirmed that substantial financial backing exists to match the Boston offer and retain the team within Connecticut. However, despite meeting all financial requirements and matching competing proposals, the league continues to resist approval. The WNBA has indicated willingness to purchase the team directly from the tribe for $250 million, creating a forced sale scenario that would result in a $75 million loss compared to other offers.
Big offer on the table to match the Boston offer at $325 million to keep the team in Connecticut, but also to move the team to Hartford.
I also want to say this, I forgot to say it, with the NBA owners. The WNBA have said that they will buy the team off the tribe for $250 million. Nobody else, no other city or anyone is willing to spend more than $250 million. So they're now in limbo where they actually can't sell their team. It's not even about it's not like, oh, you have to pass a fit.
This creates an untenable situation where the current ownership cannot sell to their preferred buyers at market value, cannot relocate within reasonable geographic boundaries, and faces pressure to accept significantly below market compensation from the league itself. The restriction effectively prevents the Mohegan Sun tribe from exercising normal ownership rights while forcing them into financial disadvantage. The WNBA appears determined to relocate the franchise to Houston, despite that market